Hello. Hello and welcome back to the Spanish Pavilion here at the Mobile World Congress 2022 in Barcelona. We're continuing with our program for the day. Our next presentation is by one of our co-exhibitors as well, Irepack by DXM. The title of the presentation is Used Mobile Phones, a Growing and Sustainable Market. And to walk us through the presentation, we've got Project Manager and Purchasing Executive of Irepack by DXM, Santiago Fork. Whenever you're ready, the stage is yours, Santiago.
Thank you very much. Let's remove this. All right, well, good morning, everyone. It's great to be here again after we've been here last year. So it's a great opportunity again to talk about the mobile phones and what happens after that first initial purchase. So I'm going to talk to you about what's going on in this industry, in this market, and it's something that continues growing. So first off, this is the number of smartphones that are sold everywhere in the world, brand new, 6.64 billion. They estimate that about 80% of the human beings on this planet own a smartphone. And only in 2021, 1.53 billion smartphones were sold. So that's a lot of phones. So the question is, what do we do after those phones are used? This is occasioning, it's really becoming an impact on the environment, as we have seen. So the World Health Organization is talking about a tsunami of e-waste, which is a lot of waste that is produced by phones, by computers, and by tablets. Only 17% of those electronic waste reaches an actual facility that can do a correct disposal. And this brings health risks for the population, especially for children and for pregnant women. So it's really an issue that we need to tackle. Because only 17% reached good facilities for correct disposition, we're talking that this generated about 86 million tons of CO2 to the environment. So it's really causing a lot of bad things for the environment. So, fortunately, some years ago, what we have seen is the development of a market of used phones. And it's a market that is solid and it has been growing. So we can see that in 2021, 254 million units of used smartphones were sold around the world. And this is showing a year-over-year growth of 13%. We are estimating in 2024 a market of $65 billion worldwide. It's a lot that's going on. And it's really easy to think about this when you make an analogy, and someone once told me that, and he's here in the audience, Miguel, told me that you can do an analogy between the car industry and the mobile phone industry. So when you have a car and the car doesn't work, you fix the piece that is not working instead of buying a new car. Well, the same thing we're starting to do over and over again with mobile phones. So we see a growing global market. We see also that many governments are passing legislation so that it makes it harder for companies just to do away with stuff that they no longer use. We also see a higher demand for affordable technology. That is, I want to have good technology but not pay the premium price of a new phone. And we have seen after the pandemics a scarcity of microchips. So the manufacturers of microchips are now being able to meet the demands of manufacturers. So what happens? People start using what they already have, the used phones. So those are good opportunities that we see in the market of used phones. And then on the outside, on the downside, or some challenges that we still see very few trading programs. That is, programs that you can go and actually trade in your phone as you are buying a new one. This has started to rise, and we see more opportunities to become even stronger. We don't have a grading standard. That is, a company may say that this phone is a grade A or a grade B, whereas the company next door might say this is not a grade B, for me it's a grade C. So you need to really know for each company what the grading is. So that's a drawback. And then some obstacles that manufacturers and mobile network operators are still posing. On this side, we have some good news since last time we talked on last Mobile World Congress. iPhones in Japan, any phone in Japan actually, has to have a click every time you take a photo. And fortunately, iPhone noticed that this was not good for the second life of mobile phones, because here in Spain we don't like that we have to hear a click every time we take a picture. So after iOS 15, they allow users to remove this functionality. So that's a very good thing for the used mobile phones. And we hope that other manufacturers continue on the same path. And we really hope it's a call for action. Mobile network operators have started already to sell unlocked phones, but still some, we see that they still sell them as locked. You can only use them for their network. So that's something that some opportunities on the right side and challenges on the left side. So here's where we come into play. We're a company with global presence. We're based in Spain. Here's in Spain. This is where our technicians are based. We receive mobile phones from everywhere in the world. We categorize them, and then we sell them as use A, B, C, or D, any grades. We have warehouses in Hong Kong, Dubai, and Miami, and this helps us to buy from everywhere in the world. We really believe in sustainability in the industry, and we're in for this for the long run. We started with this in 2010 when very few players were even thinking about used mobile phones. And we hope and we continue to continue contributing so that we can make this industry more sustainable. And this year, we are implementing a new system, a new buyback trading system, so that we can help our partners receive phones from their customers, and we manage to diagnose them, put a price on them, and then recover them. So, this is an invitation. We have a booth in the Spanish Pavilion, booth number 7. So you're happy to join us, and we can talk about opportunities and see how you can help us make the industry more sustainable. So thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you there.